first source, it says tobacco and the economy. Can everybody click on that? Give me a thumbs up if you're there. Give me a thumbs up if you're there, please. This is our source. Okay? So just like I just modeled this source, this is the source you're going to apply your knowledge to. Everybody still with me?
Yes, sir.
The second document, please click on it, is your graphic organizer. Give me a thumbs up when you see your graphic organizer. Thank those of y'all following directions. Thank you so much. This is also a similar graphic organizer to what we did last week. You'll notice the difference, however, is our characteristic that we're looking for. Everybody do the gesture with me, please. What's the name of the characteristic?
Economy.
The economy. And because I studied and know my definition, it's how a civilization produces resources to gain wealth or
money.
Good. So when I look in that source, I'm looking for examples of them gaining wealth or money. Good. Everybody still with me?
Yes, sir.
On the left box, which again we did this last week, I typed in the exact quote that shows economy. So when I modeled the quote I found, remember this one that I highlighted, the animal supplied food, fuel, clothing? Y'all remember this?
Yes, sir.
I took my quote and I typed it right here on this side. In 5th grade we use evidence. What do we use?
Evidence.
Evidence to support our claims. So this is my quote. On the right side is my words, my description. What's on the right side?
Your words and description.
My words and my description. I'm describing what I found in this quote. Is that clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
So I put my quote, the animal supplied food, clothing, and coverings or teepees. People moved following herds across the plains. That was the quote that I found. I just inserted it in this graphic organizer. Is everybody with me on what I did there?
Yes,
And
sir.
we practiced this before. My description. This shows economy. Remember, that's what I'm looking for. This shows economy because it shows a civilization's use of buffalo as a resource to gain wealth or money. Look how my description relates back to our definition that we learned. So we're taking our definition and we're applying it to the source. Does anybody have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Y'all may begin. You're looking at source 2 and completing this graphic organizer. You read this one? As a desire for tobacco in England, the need for supply is growing in commerce. The commerce regulate trade equally for goods from
Okay. So as we explore this site, in your mind, you're trying to see, is this country just as good or better than the United States? And what makes it that way? Is the type of government it is, like a democracy or a dictatorship or oligarchy, does any of that come into play into making it a better government? We're going to give you about 10 minutes or so to write down, take notes. You're going to also refer to your worksheet on all the different types of governments. And in a second, the iCivics worksheet that I handed you, we're going to look at that to see if that can help us make some decisions about if the Founding Fathers made the best choice for us. How leaders are chosen. Why do you think it's important for us to know how they pick their leaders? Anybody? Why should we know? Say louder.
The citizens' freedom, what you think can and can't do.
Does every country are allowed to vote?
No.
Are all citizens allowed to vote?
No.
So if you know if they're allowed to have open voting, if they're freely allowed to go elect, do they have some privacy? Do they get to pick the candidates, or does the government say, these are your two choices, and they're both very bad? We need to know that in order to understand what type of government it is. Okay? Next thing on the rubric, the basic rights of the citizens. So as my students in the past have done this project, they're like, Miss Kidd, I can't find a Bill of Rights for such and such country. Do all countries have Bill of Rights?
No.
Is that what the name is for everything? Does everybody have a constitution? So you're gonna need to research that, and that's gonna be sometimes hard to do. So with this site, it's gonna tell you a little bit more, but let's look for a second at this site. And we're gonna look at what I have right here about it being, comparing Iraq to United States. Who is Iraq in here? Okay guys, y'all pay attention. It says, so the green is a positive thing. It means that they do better on this green than United States. We spend 97% less on healthcare. They spend less money on healthcare. So that sounds like their healthcare is cheaper, correct? Mm-hmm. But is that true?
No.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
That might be me that maybe they might not have healthcare.
It might mean they don't have healthcare, so they spend less money on it, right?
Right.
So we need to be able to look at these sources and understand what they mean, and make sure there's no bias against it, because that makes Iraq sounds real good against the United States, except for when we know the full story. We can see when it says it uses 86% less electricity, it's because they don't have electricity in all areas. It's not that America abuses our resources, it's we have more places where people have electricity. Okay? So as we go through the rubric, make sure you're using these sites correctly to help you understand big picture, what type of country this is and what kind of leadership it has, because we need to understand, what if there was a better option? Maybe the Founding Fathers should not have made us a republic. Maybe we shouldn't be ruled by law. Maybe there should be some other way. So we're going to look at all these other countries and see how well they're doing. Okay. So what country y'all got?
Kenya.
Kenya. And what kind of government it has?
Republic.
Which is like what?
Just like ours.
Okay, so what rights do they have like us?
They're free to vote.
Okay.
They have the same economy.
Okay. And do you feel that we have a lot in common with Kenya? So as you guys go through this project, pulling that stuff out, try to see what else they do like us and how long they've been doing it. Because we've been, a government since the 1700s. How long have they been a republic? So figure that out.